Do you find that when you're working with your nutritional or physical, your nutritional clients or your PT clients, or if you are a practitioner of any kind, helping in general with people's health and wellness, do you ever find yourself getting somewhat, let's say, frustrated around the inability for your client to piece things together, to put it all together to create the outcome that they want? You find yourself coming into the constant um, resistance, I guess, of their client referring to their past or making excuses, procrastinating, all sorts of, as I said before, resistance around creating the changes that they want to, that they say that they want to create, and creating the outcome that they say that they want to create, and find yourself somewhat helpless or a little bit lost about, I don't really know what to do here. I'm just going to keep butting my head against the wall and keep repeating the same things over and over again. I hoping that eventually it will click and they will apply themselves the best that you and I know how that they can, and eventually they are able to see it. Well, by learning the skills of advanced conversational hypnosis, you're going to be able to make that process a whole lot more seamless, smoother, and effortless for not only yourself, but more importantly for your client, by challenging their thoughts and perspectives, by challenging their emotional attachments to what it is that they are attaching themselves to. And by doing so, we're going to make them, let's say, more malleable, more flexible around adjusting their perspective, their thoughts around whatever it is that they're stuck on, so that they can then begin to reshape it and remold it and reposition themselves into a space where they are able to apply themselves. Because let's face it, we live in a world where there is a lot of influence around efforting, work harder, grind, hustle, struggle, etc., that kind of mentality. But when we tap into those resources, and I'm almost confident, certain that you as a coach or a mentor of that industry, of that niche, has it within you. It comes naturally. You don't really need to apply yourself too hard in order to create those habits and behaviors that you have. What's stopping your client from having that same intrinsic motivation is their unconscious programming, all of their experiences throughout their life that has molded them, if you will, into this way of thinking where they can't seem to make it easy for themselves. And by breaking through all those layers of resistance, all of those thoughts and conclusions and assumptions, those experiences, their perspectives of their experiences, we're going to be able to soften all of that so that they can apply themselves very naturally, very easily, because it is in all of us. It's our unconscious mind's role is to drive us towards health and prosperity through our creative mind. And it's our conscious mind and all of the interpretation of what is happening around us that begins to, let's say, put a shell around us or a layer of concrete around us that keeps us stuck and limited, and having a limited perspective about what we can create and what we believe is true, and etc., etc., etc. So by applying the skills of advanced conversation, or a really seamless and organic conversation that will just feel like you're bumping into somebody down the street and having a good, curious conversation, by applying those skills, you'll be able to break down those walls that the client has around them. Not only your client, but all your friends and loved ones that you care so much about. You'll be able to help them as well. So if you want to learn more about how to organically and naturally break down the barriers that your client has, or your friend or your family member has, that is stopping them from living a natural and intrinsic life around being healthy and well, jump on board my Advanced Conversational Hypnosis Training, especially for health and wellbeing coaches.